what's up, guys? Before we get joined by Ben Askren, I want to give you guys an exclusive offer from our partners and today's video sponsor, the Game Time app. The Game Time app is the leader in last-minute ticket purchases, from basketball games to football games to UFC, comedy shows, concerts. No matter what you're trying to do, you can save some money by using the Game Time app. Last-minute tickets at the best prices. All you got to do, guys, download the Game Time app. Use the promo code DCTV, and we'll give you $20 off of your first purchase. So not only am I helping you get last-minute tickets to some of the biggest events out there, we're going to give you a discount on it. Promo code DCTV. Get $20 off of your first purchase, no matter where you are. Go out and have some fun tonight. And use the Game Time app to save money while you do it. Once again, download the Game Time app. Use promo code DCTV for $20 off of your first purchase. Now let's get to my boy, Ben Askren. See what he got to say today. All right, guys. We're back. It's me and Funky Ben. What's up, Ben?
I'm doing good. How about yourself?
I mean, news has been moving in the world of mixed martial arts. First off, Izzy has been the talk of the town for 2 weeks. I don't know if I've ever seen anybody go on as much of a victory tour as Adesanya. So since the last time we talked, Adesanya has made fun of a 5-year-old kid. He has doubled down on making fun of a 5-year-old kid. He has had a party in Australia. He has had a party in Miami. I have never seen anyone go on a victory tour like the last Stylebender. But Pereira still has won more fights against Adesanya. But the only reason I'm bringing up Izzy, because obviously that was weeks ago, is because right away Pereira said he's going up to 205.
Yeah.
That was odd to me, because it seemed like he could make a case for another opportunity against Adesanya, considering he's won the vast majority of the interactions.
Yeah, maybe he was. I was thinking about this. Maybe he was already thinking about going up, because if he would be Adesanya again, you don't want to fight him, and maybe he thinks he could beat Jamal Hill at 205. Maybe that's why, because Jamal Hill's more of a striker, not as much of a wrestler. Maybe he thinks that's another fight he can win.
But here's the thing, though. Adesanya's a striker, right? Like, and then Dana goes, he's got to beat somebody real. But the beauty in that thought, Dana goes, he's got to beat somebody real. That's kind of crazy,
right? When you're UFC champion, Dana says you got to beat someone real.
That's what he said. Dana said he's got to beat a real guy to even consider himself in contention.
Yeah.
Who's that real guy, though?
I don't know. I was looking at 205, and you know what I totally forgot about until like 10 minutes ago?
What?
That to me was the wildest thing ever. So Yuri gets hurt, right? And he says, I vacate the belt. So they make Ankalaev and they make Blachowicz against each other. Okay. So these guys, they have a tie, right, for the vacant belt. So first of all, Dana forces a belt. They get a tie. And then he just says, okay, you are both out of here. We're going to do 2 other dudes. That was weird. Wasn't it?
That was like, well, the weird part to me was that it was a month later. It was
a month later.
This isn't the way this was supposed to end. So let's go forward. Here's the problem with that, though. It's that Ankalaev and Blachowicz have now just become forgotten men in the division.
Yeah, where Ankalaev is, he's damn good. Man, you could put him in there for a title shot. I don't really see why you couldn't.
So that's the matchup that you, as Alex Pereira, want to avoid. That's the one. I think that's the only one at 205 that you want to avoid right now is Ankalaev, because Ankalaev can wrestle. And we saw that in the fight against Jan Blachowicz, where he took him down for the last 3 rounds. Did you think he won that fight? Like, who do you think had won that fight?
It was, sometimes what happens, optics of a fight make it weird, right? So Blachowicz had all those leg kicks, and optically he was winning. That's kind of what it looked like, even though maybe that wasn't the case. So I think I scored it 48-47 the other way, but I could have seen either guy winning.
For 205, it's changed quite a bit, because before you had wrestlers just littered all across the top. It was me. It was Glover. It was Rumble. It was Rashad. It was John. It was so many wrestlers just at the top of the division. And now there's very few wrestlers. So if you are Alex Pereira, you really aren't as concerned about going up to 205 than you might have been in the past, because there just doesn't seem to be as many guys for you to worry about just taking down and laying on you. Now, we saw Jan Blachowicz do that to Izzy, but Izzy weighed like 195 pounds going into the fight.
But that wasn't something we expected out of Jan either. When he's taking him down, I thought, well, I didn't really see that one coming. I figured they would stay on their feet, and he wasn't having as much success. So smartly, he decided to do takedowns. Yeah, 205. As I'm looking at, let's do a Grand Prix, because this division is a mess.
It's kind of crazy, right? Well, you got a champion. Jamal Hill is a champion. So you really can't do a Grand Prix because he's the champ, right? The dude is the champ. And it seems like Jiri Prochazka's back. Last time, and this raised some eyebrows.
When's he actually back?
They said he might be fighting Jamal Hill this summer, but this raised some eyebrows, right? Do you remember when he vacated and he's like, "I'm going for 18 months"? And
that was like, wild to me, though. 18 months is wild.
Did this guy get suspended? Like, you remember, like everybody was like, "Did this guy pop for something?" And 18 months seems like the number that he's going to be suspended. And now all of a sudden he's saying, "I'm back in 12."
Yeah.
Why?
That's it. Yeah. I mean, well, 18 months was probably a conservative estimate anyways. Who the hell's out for that long? I never heard of an injury in my life that someone's been out 18 months for. So
but that caused the issue, because it was so specific to a date.
It was weird.
That's why so many people perked up like, wait a minute.
Yeah, it was weird. Especially that, and also that they gave the belt away, because usually in a situation like that, there's been other champions who have not been active for 12 months because of injury or other things. So with who they've let them keep the belts. They've created interim champion, and then when they come back, they fight for the real belt.
Kane was out for 2 years one time, and he stayed the champion.
So that was weird when he vacated.
So he vacated. They didn't take it. And that was the difference, right? He vacated the belt, which now when you look at it, it's saying that the martial arts way told him not to hold the division up. But dude, I'm telling you, it's nuts. Like the way some of this stuff works. I mean, you got guys jumping in the testing pool, jumping out of the testing pool, retiring, coming back.
Hey, is Conor in the testing pool yet?
I don't know. I still don't even know if he's in the testing pool. But I mean, I know the Ultimate Fighter is going to start soon. And generally, right at the end of the Ultimate Fighter, the coaches fight. But if he's not in the testing pool, then what do you do?
I have no idea. Yeah, we gotta see if he's in the test. By the time we talk next, someone's got to do some research, see if he's in the testing pool or not.
Are you of the belief like Bryce Mitchell? Did you see what Bryce Mitchell said the other day? He said Conor McGregor's on steroids.
That dude's wild, though.
Bryce?
He says, he's real wild.
Crazy.
He really is.
What happened to him?
I'm not sure. No idea.
He wasn't like that on The Ultimate Fighter. He was wild, but now he's just like unfiltered.
Yeah, he started digging down some rabbit holes or something.
Yeah, this dude is crazy. But so at 205, Pereira said he wants to go up. Everybody seems to be welcoming him. Dana said that he needs someone else, or he has to beat someone else before he gets the title shot. I don't know still who he fights. Who does he fight?
I think you could put him. You could put him Jan. I think Rakic, Smith, Krylov. There's kind of a lot of guys here, like say 3 through 8, who you could kind of put him against. Man, would you want now? Now you got to be looking at these rankings. What about Izzy? I mean, Izzy becomes a bigger star if he's a double champion. He already attempted it once. Do you let Izzy attempt it again against Jamal Hill?
If Adesanya showed a desire to go back up, I would let him.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. Jamal Hill he's tough to deal with. Did you see? He may throw odd, like sometimes it looks like he's out of position and he's winging punches. Dude, that dude is tough, man. And he beat the shit out of Glover. Sure. I don't know if I've ever seen Glover get beat that bad.
Yeah. I mean, obviously Glover was at the end of his career, but he had been performing at a really high level. But Jamal does not have a lot of wrestling. So if you're Adesanya or if you're Pereira, you're like, that's the fight I want. I want that one.
It would seem like the right matchup, but Ben, you don't just say I want to fight Jamal Hill. I think he's good, man. I think Jamal Hill is stylistically a problem for so many because he's kind of like, I'm fat. Jamal's like skinny fat, right? Like, so Jamal's like one of those guys that's like skinny, but still kind of fat. He's like you, like you're skinny fat, right?
Oh, no, I am.
No matter how much weight you lose, you're never like, look at that. You have no muscle definition. My arm looks better. My arm looks better than yours now, and I haven't lifted a weight in years. I might
pull my shirt up and have some abs under here. You never know.
You don't have abs. You've never had abs.
I see 4 of them, bro. I see 4 of them.
Ben, when you were wrestling from Missouri, you'd walk out there in that yellow singlet with your belly and your big ass.
I didn't have a belly in college. Take it back.
You had you didn't have a belly, but you had that turtle body where the stomach comes out further than the chest.
What?
You had that big old ass.
How many people Daniel can offend today? Is that what we're doing here?
What are we doing?
How many people Daniel can offend?
No, I mean, today I chose violence. I chose violence when I woke up this morning.
You just called Jamal Hill skinny fat. I think at some point there you were trying to give him a compliment, but you did call him skinny fat.
He is. He says it himself though. He goes, "I am skinny fat." He goes, "It's just the way I am." He doesn't have like all the big muscles and shit, man. But the dude can fight. The dude can just flat out fight, bro. And I think he's tough. I want to see Jamal Hill, Yuri Prochazka. I want to see Alex Pereira versus Jan Blachowicz.
That's good.
I want to see
who's Izzy fight? That's the one.
I think Rockets is fighting Anthony Smith next, I think. I'm not exactly sure, maybe.
But who's Izzy fighting then? We talked about this last time. Already.
What?
Who's Izzy going to fight then?
Izzy?
Yeah. DDP.
I think they're trying to make him fight Dricus du Plessis, bro.
Yeah, I think so. I feel like that's happening.
I don't think that's the fight. I want to see Robert Whittaker. Like, Robert Whittaker's just kind of like on an island with no opportunity to fight nobody again.
Kind of sucks, huh?
That kind of sucks.
A little bit. I
was in that position too a little bit. Once I had lost to Jones twice, if he didn't just continue to fuck up, I was screwed, bro.
Yeah. I was screwed. I mean, that's how fighting is. It kind of sucks because, like, in wrestling, for example, where both come from, like, I lost to Chris Pendleton 7 times, but I just kept beating everyone else, so I showed up in the finals, so I was going to wrestle him again, like, every single time, And so wrestling, if you're good enough to make the finals, you're just going to keep facing the same dude.
Yeah, you just keep facing the same dude, but, like, that's not how it is in fighting, man. Generally, when you lose twice, you're kind of on an island and you're screwed.
Yes.
Hey, what about Colby Covington and Leon Edwards? I think it's going to happen. They're going back to London, but it's going to be a fight night.
Oh, I thought Leon said under no circumstances will I be fighting this summer unless they back up a Brinks truck. We are going to fight this fall. So I bet they fight in Abu Dhabi in the fall. That's my guess.
Do you think that they do back up the Brinks truck though?
I don't know. He's kind of worth it, right? He beat old Marty twice now, so he's probably worth all the money.
They back up the Brinks truck, get him to fight back in London where he's an absolute star. The people show out, the fan. I mean, the gate in London was crazy. It's not like they're going to pay him more than they're going to make at the gate. And it's not a pay-per-view, but it's a big-time event.
Yeah. I would definitely consider that of giving him all the money just to get him to fight. Do you really, man? I still go back to Colby hasn't fought in forever. Like
you don't buy into Colby should have a title shot.
No, remember last time I was saying I think Bilal would be a really, really good option for them. He's won a whole bunch of fights lately. Dana
went.
I know.
He did. Yeah, he went. Then somebody goes, DC said he thinks Bilal should get a title fight. Dana goes, well, DC's a great guy, but he doesn't make those types of decisions.
Damn. Oh, man. Yeah. Probably Colby.
But Bilal's going to fight Gilbert Burns, I think. That's a fun fight to make. Yeah. He wins that one, then you can't deny him.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You can't deny him at all.
Before I let you go, bro, they're trying to make 3-point takedowns in wrestling.
Yes.
What the hell are they doing?
I actually thought you were going to be in favor of it when you first brought it up and we talked about an hour ago.
Fuck no.
Well, because you were a takedown guy. You don't really love the mat wrestling all that much.
Yeah, but dude, I like mat wrestling now in the sense that I hate in high school how much my guys ride and they benefit nothing if they don't get a turn. So I would like a riding point to come. There's a tournament in Michigan that we would go to where they did riding time for high school.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it just completely changes the game.
Yeah,
because
awesome.
we just ride dudes. We're riding trying to turn, but if they can't get away, we get the riding point. Now you're telling me that I can ride you, and unless I turn you, I get no reward. That's absurd.
Yeah, I don't like that one. I mean, the one that I really like in the rule changes is stalling on top. There's too many of these dudes stalling on top. So they, number one, they said they were going to call it more. And number two, they said you cannot just ride someone that's stalling. You actually have to try to turn them, which is the way it should have always been. Like the whole point of
they are trying to turn. The only people, and I don't know, the only people that are riding without trying to turn, and
there's a lot of them.
And you send who?
Like Carter Starocki, Aaron Brooks.
Okay, so and name another one. Carter Starocki and Aaron Brooks and Roman Bravo Young. Oh, it's something very familiar, right? It's something very familiar. You said
you're a Penn State hater, Daniel Cormier.
I'm not a Penn State hater. And then you said
Jacob Warner barely ever turns.
Then you send your Marisola Twins to Penn State to learn that ride and win without turning. You should be ashamed of yourself.
I'll disown them if they do that. There was one stat last year. Aaron Brooks had like 14 minutes on top for every point of turns he got. So something wild like that. You know, something totally crazy.
They need to call Stalling. They need to call Stalling more on top.
That's it. That solves a lot of the problems. 3-point takedown, I don't like it because I think the thing I brought up this morning when I was on FRL, I said, this is really simple, guys. I said, how many matches last year did the wrong guy win because the scoring system was wrong? No one could name one. And if we can't do that, then are we creating a fictitious problem? And I think we are.
Yeah, absolutely. It's stupid, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get more into these types of things later down the line. We don't have much time for it. Hopefully, we don't turn anybody off, but we're wrestling dudes, and we love wrestling. They're trying to fuck with our sport right now. You can't fuck with our sport, man. Leave it as it is. Make little tweaks, not change too much.
Yes, thank you.
Guys, thank you, Ben, again for joining me. I don't know, like we kind of tried to match the light heavyweight division. We kind of just talked for a few minutes. Hopefully you guys enjoy it and continue to tune in. Until next time, peace.